Hello, travelers, and welcome to another episode of The Witcher Enhanced Edition. We're just outside of Abigail's hut, continuing the Of Monsters and Men quest, where now that we've lit all the braziers of eternal flame and miraculously, as the Reverend thought they would, but we thought they wouldn't, the flame isn't helping keep the Barghests away. So now we're supposed to turn to Abigail the witch, the evil, vile witch, for help. And that's good timing because we also have those Barghest skulls that we can turn into her for some money. And I'm going to take a little look around first just to see what we've got going on around here. Trying to find some alchemy ingredients and, ooh, that's still unknown to us. That's a bummer. Can't take any of these skins. That's still unknown. I do kind of like that as a solution to the alchemy situation here, is that while most games you just have to eat stuff, which just eating ingredients has always seemed really unrealistic to me. Not that video games always have to be ultra realistic, because obviously they are set in fantasy worlds, but to me, alchemy is the fantasy version of chemistry. And for those of you that don't know, that might be new to the channel, I studied exercise science in college, which is kind of a mix of physiology, body mechanics, a little bit of psychology stuff. So I am quite a biology and kind of a chemistry nerd, and just in general a nerd. And so I find alchemy systems really fascinating in games, because I think that, especially in this one, when you're talking to Cockstein and he compares alchemy to being the life, blood, and how the body works and yada yada, seems to me that alchemy definitely is a nod to chemistry, and just eating whatever you find on the ground or on a bush would be a definite good way to die. And also, as somebody that lives in the Pacific Northwest of the United States and enjoys learning how to forage, there are a lot of ingredients, such as mushrooms especially, that look very similar to each other. One will kill you, and one may make a tasty salad or give you a real nice trip. So I've always thought that was a weird concept, having to just eat things to find out the properties, and it just doesn't seem like a realistic or fun mechanic to me. So I like that instead, I don't know if I can pull it up here, still getting used to the controls. You've got these different skill lines, where the farther down them you go, I assume the more ingredients or plants you'll be able to walk up to and know what they are, or perhaps finding maybe skill books or talking to people will unlock more knowledge, which makes a lot more sense. That if I walk up to an herb or a plant and maybe not know what it is, and wouldn't be able to just take it and eat it and find out and go, this damages my health. But anyway, okay, that's enough exploring. It seems like I've plucked everything that I've been able to know what it is. We've got this person here wallowing on the ground, a sick person.
My stomach hurts, cursed witch.
It's interesting. You would think you would have collapsed a little farther from her door, but alright. Oh, Abigail. Okay, is that you? What are you doing? Praying by the... Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt your, thing there. Oh, wait, I can actually search this?
I wonder what this man-shaped doll is for.
Yeah, I'd wonder about that too, Geralt. I don't know if I'd want to get in her way while she's doing something. Oh my god, there's a kid in here? Oh, it's Alvin. Wait, Geralt, don't push the kid. Jeez, he's been through enough.
I'm gonna be a witcher too.
Well, I don't know about that kid. Okay, that's interesting. Because last he was with Shawnee. Because his mother, whoever that caretaker was in the beginning cutscene with him, died. What do we have here? Invitation to Magic. a book addressed to young adepts of the art. It deals with the basics of magic and witcher signs. Oh, perfect. Sorry, I'm going to probably do everything but talk to Abigail right away. Okay. We want my inventory. I'm still getting used to the controls because I also play a lot of Morrowind, also for reference if you're new to the channel. And I'm constantly getting the controls for Morrowind mixed up with this. Right click to read. Wait, that's not the right one. That was the Prophecy of Ilthane. There's a book I just found. There it is. Magic is an incarnation of chaos, a key which opens forbidden doors to nightmares, to the powers of pure evil, capable of annihilating the entire world. Do you not fear magic? Do you still want to tame it, to wield it? Know then that magic is a talent given only to the chosen few. Have you found this talent within you? Do you want to tap into the source? Know then that years of intensive study await you. You must gain extensive knowledge and constantly sharpen your mind. Creative magic is not witcher signs. Excuse me. And parlor tricks. Magic is an art. Once you learn to control the art, you will gain power over fire, water, earth, and air. Power over people's minds. Power over yourself. This book adds a glossary entry to the journal. Hopefully that involves learning more signs. Okay, so now we have an entry about magic. See if there's anything new in here that the book didn't cover. See, it says that women have a special predisposition for magic, and that sorcerers seek out talented children to teach them. The power-bound and spell formula may be used for healing, teleportation, destruction, creating illusions, and altering form. The most famous spells are named after their creators. Thanks to magic, it's also possible to create magical glyphs and amulets, such as Witcher medallions. The Witcher signs are very simple spells, mostly kinetic or mind-influencing. To use them, one needs concentrated will and a hand gesture. Casting signs is not time-consuming, so Witchers use them when fighting monsters. I was really hoping that would teach us a sign. One of my other viewers did mention that you learn signs, I believe, every chapter. And I assume we're still on chapter 1. And we still have the only sign that we came with, which is Ard. So, really hoping to learn more. I still find it amusing that I can just loot people's houses for free. That's definitely something that I find funny about The Witcher compared to other games, is that most other games I've played, mostly the Elder Scrolls, looting or pilfering through someone's house would be considered very much illegal and stealing. But in this game, it just seems to be normal. Oh, look at that. Good timing. Now that you're done praying to whatever this is, and I'm done stealing all your shit, why don't we have a little chat?
Oh my, a witcher. Welcome.
What happened to the man outside?
It was his own fault. Many come to me with pitiful fantasies I disdain to fulfill. They take me for a whore, when I am but a witch.
I'll remember that.
Don't worry, I'm not all bad. The sinner will recover.
So now we have an entry about her. What, are you going to say that you think that this one likes you too? Seems like Geralt thinks every girl likes him. See, a witch named Abigail lives in a village in the outskirts. Though the villagers buy herbs and potions from her, she also faces much hostility.
What do you want?
Okay, well actually, first of all, I found your notice, and I have those 10 skulls that you need.
Excellent. Do you have the Barghest skulls?
Damn right I do.
I do. They're yours for a price.
I knew you'd manage it. And take this mandrake root. You might find it useful.
Okay, so now we have some other things that we can ask. What else can we do? So she obviously sells things, and we could also meditate. I just feel like that meditate picture looks so goofy. Okay. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, miss, but the Reverend thinks that you're behind all of this Barghest business.
The Reverend believes you summoned the beast.
And what do you believe?
Nothing yet. What's your side of the story?
I had nothing to do with it.
I need to know where the beast came from.
Why ask me?
Aren't witches wise in the ways of magic?
Yes, but this beast is beyond me. Although I know someone else.
Who would that be?
The boy Alvin. He's a strong source and a diviner. What he knows we could not hope to imagine. However, if I were to give him a certain potion...
Won't it hurt him?
No need to fret, he'll be fine. Bring me the petals of 5 white myrtle and your questions will be answered.
Okay, so is it going to tell us that must have the herbalism skill to gather herbs and have to have knowledge of the given plant, which you can find in books. And herbs can also be purchased from herbalists. Okay, we already figured that out. I received my reward. Got 100 orens. Hey, I wasn't done with you yet.
What do you want?
I guess all the other things are gone now.
Can I ask you something?
What else can I ask you?
If you must.
Oh yeah, hopefully, do you have any magic against phantom hounds?
Do you have any magic against phantom hounds?
What about your sword? I heard witchers carry 2. A silver blade for monsters and steel for humans.
Both are for monsters. Unfortunately, I lack the silver one.
I know of an ointment. When it coats your blade, you'll cause grievous harm even to specters. The formula will cost you 30 orens.
That sounds like a pretty fair price. I think I've gathered up a decent amount of change. For the beginning of the game, at least.
You'll need Nazen salt, Ganatzid's acid, winestone, and lard. I can sell you these ingredients.
Thanks.
You can replace the Nazen salt with hellebore petals if you wish.
Wait, I thought you were giving me a potion. Might as well meditate in here while I'm at it, so I can level up. Hope she actually gave me the potion. I didn't necessarily want to pay 30 orens for a recipe, although a recipe is, I guess, more helpful than just giving it to me because I can actually make more. Okay, so I'm trying to go down as much of the intelligence path as I can, and it seems that there are certain things I won't be able to progress to without getting better level talents. So yeah, I guess until I'm 15 plus, I won't be able to start getting into these level 3 and 4 areas. Monster lore. I also like that you can actually skip around. It's not just like Skyrim where you have to pick every single one down the chain. Because that's something I always felt kind of frustrating, is there might be one perk that you want and it's, say, all the way down at the end, and you don't want any of the other ones in between. So it's really nice being able to just pick and choose like this. Okay, that sounds important because I'm wanting to be more alchemy and science focused. Definitely want to be able to prep oils. Having knowledge of different monsters, even if I haven't encountered them, is probably going to be pretty helpful, because I noticed that the Drowner quest that I have, I'm not able to actually do anything with it, and it seems that that's because I don't have an entry for Drowners, so might take that one, but let's see what else we can actually take in the other areas. So I definitely need more endurance, since I can only cast the Ard a few times before I run out of endurance and have to run around like a chicken while it regens. So it looks like the only thing I don't have in this category is being able to absorb places of power and poison resistance, which I don't know if the Barghest do poison damage, but it seems like whenever they bite, it does a lot of damage, more so than fighting other enemies, even the drowners or ghouls. And what have I not gotten in dexterity? Deflecting arrows, being able to parry more, and unlocking a full array of moves during fist fights. Yeah, I'm not planning to have to get into a whole lot of fist fights with this build, although I think it would be interesting to do another playthrough at some point with some of these perks. I forget which tree it was in. Maybe it was strength. Yeah, where you have more boost to immunity to pain and do more damage when you're drunk. I don't know if there's maybe other perks in these that happen when you're only drunk, but I think that could be kind of funny. Well, let's take the monster lore one. And so now I think we have pretty much everything in level 1 and 2 in the intelligence tree. And for stamina, see, I just don't know where the places of power are and what that means exactly, but I would hope that that would mean that we can draw from it, maybe instantly replenish endurance or health, or maybe at the least just endurance would kind of make sense. It seems like stamina is heavily tied to the signs. Maybe let's go with better poison resistance. And we'll see if that helps us against the Barghest at all. And we'll just meditate for an hour. So I'd like to run around in the daytime instead of night. Okay, so now looks like we've got a lot more entries in here. So yeah, now we actually have an entry for drowners. Oh gosh, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. So drowners are creatures of the night and appear on the banks of ponds, lakes, and rivers. They're immune to bleeding, blinding, and poison attempts. Fearless, immune to stun attempts and the Axis sign. Very sensitive to silver and susceptible to knockdown attempts. So the fast style is most effective against the drowners. And experienced witchers use the group style against multiple drowners. Okay. That's actually pretty helpful, because I think before I'd been using the heavier style on them. What about Barghest? Let's see what we get to know about Barghest. They're ghosts which come from the underworld only when summoned. They're fearless and cannot be poisoned. Coming from the underworld, they acquire bodies so they can be stunned and experience pain, although they are somewhat resistant to these effects. They're sensitive to silver, very susceptible to knockdown attempts, and the fast style is most effective against Barghest, and it looks like the group style is also effective if you're fighting multiple. They try to surround their opponent working as a group. And they drop Beast Fangs, Ectoplasm, and Death Dust. What about ghouls? I think I've fought at least one of these. They're encountered on battlefields as well as in cemeteries and abandoned crypts. They're resistant to common poisons, sensitive to silver and necrophage oil. The strong style is most effective against ghouls. And the group style can be used when fighting multiple. The group of ghouls will knock an opponent down, surround him, and start eating him alive. Oh god, that's nasty. That is super nasty. And a graveyear, I haven't heard of those at all yet. They appear when they can find food, preferably human corpses. But any carcass will do. Immune to poisons, and resistant to knockdown attempts. They're sensitive to silver, and the strong style is most effective against them. So they seem kind of similar to the ghouls in the way that they are to be fought. Oh, that's nasty. Okay. Let's see what else we have going on now in our quests. So it looks like right now I just have to bring Abigail 5 of those white myrtle petals. Which I shall get to doing. I don't think there's anything else I can tell her about. Or ask her about.
What do you want?
Can I ask you something?
If you must.
So I thought there was an option about... Yeah, I see you took Alvin
I
in.
see you took Alvin in.
Did you think I'd abandon an orphan? Besides, he has potential.
What do you mean?
He has powers perhaps beyond his control. For now, he sleeps well with the herbs I brew him.
That's good of you. Few in these times would be willing. It's another mouth to feed.
With winter approaching, if I grow hungry, I'll eat him. Doubtless the villagers think so, believing me a monster.
Are you one, Abigail?
We all hide a monster inside us.
I wonder...
See you
Well,
later.
we'll take a look at your wares later. Now, off to find Myrtle. Which, luckily, little quest marker deals will show us where that is. That's something I kind of miss after getting used to Morrowind, is having a game that's really allows for not having quest markers. I just think it's a more fun way to play, and
Grant me patience.
you don't really
King
learn a
Foltest
whole
raised
lot
customs
always.
duties
Like
again.
right now,
This
trying to
bodes
talk to
ill.
that NPC, they just kind of mumble something random. Which I guess I can kind of understand if you have a lot of voice acting happening. Let's see, I can actually go in this place. I don't know if I was supposed to go in here for it. Well, this is a place where I started out. Apparently there's some white myrtle around here. I mean, it definitely makes things go by faster having quest markers like this, but I think it makes games more fun when you can just ask the NPCs for things to find stuff out. Is it this stuff? Must be outside the gate. Why is it locked? Why is this one locked and the other one's not? Something else I find a little strange about this game is the navigation. 'Cause you can't jump over things. So it almost makes navigating with the quest markers, I feel like, a little bit necessary. Because oh, here it is. White myrtle. Oh, there's a whole bunch of it. Oh, luckily it wasn't too far away from Abigail's hut. I feel like she could have just gotten it herself and brought the boy with her, but who am I to tell someone how to parent their new orphan child? There's got to be more somewhere else, it seems. Guess back this way? It's pointing me in the direction over there. So I must have to go through the village a bit. Yeah, it's weird having the quest markers like this, but not being able to just jump over, because if this was Skyrim, I would totally ignore the path and just jump over the fence and go through the wheat fields. But since they don't let you jump, and even if you're up on like a plank or something, like a dock, and try to jump off, they don't let you do that either. So it's kind of weird trying to figure out how to navigate when you're off the beaten path. Path to the Crypt. I think that's another quest that we have, is to try to find somebody's friend. Oh, there's a nice little fire here. It's good to know. And now we've collected enough of that white myrtle to go back to Abigail. Feels a lot more relaxing compared to how the last quests have been, where it's just constant chaos of Barghest everywhere and slash and dash. I feel like I'm getting to enjoy the scenery and the music a little bit more.
What do you want?
I gathered the myrtle petals.
Excellent. Now to prepare the potion.
How is it made?
Interested in witches' secrets, are you? The recipe is yours if you swear to take it to your grave.
I swear.
Draw close and listen. Blend 2 ounces of cadaverine with the myrtle petals. Speak your name backwards, turn about 3 times leftwards, spit into the fire, and stir the potion again.
Okay, she's definitely fucking with me.
I knew witches' magic would be beyond the mind of a man. Grant me a moment to finish the potion.
See you later.
She can't be serious, so that's actually how you're supposed to brew it. Okay, I gotta watch her now. Should return in a while. That's strange. Wait, what is this a room to? Is that just outside? That's strange. I've never really had a quest actually tell you to come back in a while, except for that one in Skyrim with, is it Rowlus? In Solstheim, where you have to help him like uncover the Draugr crypt thing and keep giving him money, and he keeps killing his his helpers, and he turns out to be some like Daedra worshiper or something. How long do I have to wait? I should look around for other work? I wonder if that means that I'm supposed to do an entire quest. Let's see what happens if I just go right back in. Oh god, that was creepy. I hate it when games do that. Are you
What do you
done yet?
want?
Is the potion ready?
Yes. Alvin, drink this.
So I must see the Reverend and tell him what I learned about the beast. I wish I could take the kid with me.
You're really brave.
Oh, poor kid. Well, off I go to find the Reverend.
Knights should fight monsters.
Oh, the Reverend's got some new food. I don't remember that being there before. I can't loot any of it, though. Dang it, is he outside again instead of being inside? I guess I can assume if it's this early in the day, he's going to be outside somewhere. Ah, there you are.
Speak quickly.
Okay, I know where the
I know
beast
where the
comes
beast
from.
comes from.
Was it summoned by the witch?
The beast appeared because of human wickedness. To slay it, I'll need to identify the guilty.
There.
Okay, well. We're getting a decent amount of coin here. This quest is still going, so we're on waiting for a solution. The Reverend promised to deal with the beast. It's time I did what I need to do and dealt with Salamandra. But we don't know exactly how. Interesting. So I take it that of Monsters and Men quest must be the main quest that actually continues past Zima. So I think I'm going to go on to all of these other quests next. I think I want to do the one where we have to deal with the drowners. That might be one that would be kind of quick to end up the episode. And it says, can only be completed if the bestiary contains an entry about drowners, which I don't know exactly what they mean by bestiary. I assume that they mean this, which we do have an entry about it. I don't think they would mean glossary, because there's other things about them besides monsters, so what was it that I needed to do? So the brains of the monsters must be presented as proof. Oh, so I have to collect 3 drowner brains for the Reverend. And do I not have those brains? Because I've definitely killed at least 3 of them. So I've got lots of ectoplasm, a few beast fangs, some white vinegar, an eyeball, mandrake root, that acid, quite a bit of celandine, and mandrake root. But maybe now that I actually have an entry about drowners, whereas before I was attacking them, I didn't have that. Maybe now I'll actually get one. And it was right around in here. I saw them last time, but I wonder... I don't think it said that they only come out at night. I guess I can't preemptively draw my sword. Alright. Come on. Here, drowner, drowner. Let me guess, you guys aren't going to come out until it's night? Might have been further down that I actually found them. I thought it was all along the water that I found them before. Can I loot any of this? Ooh. Oh, I actually can check this out now. I don't think this was before. Yeah, I don't remember this flower being here before. In fact, I think it was. It just said unknown. So whatever book or knowledge that Abigail gave us must have given us some more knowledge. That just appears to be a random bush. Well, dang it. Wait, can I actually swim? Nope, there's an invisible barrier preventing me from going any further. Well, rude. Looks like I might have to actually meditate for a bit until it's nighttime. Don't mind me, fellows, if I join your fire. And we'll meditate till midnight. Ah, okay, something's after us. So we want... Why? Okay. This isn't going so well. Oh, come on. Get moving. I don't understand. Like, I was clicking, it was doing literally nothing. There's one thing that I'm still... Like, I like the concept of the combat and having to really time your clicks, but there's sometimes where I go to click and it really doesn't do anything. And I don't know if that's just me not understanding how the combat works, or if it actually is just a problem with the game and part of what is meant by the clunky combat of this game. Because just when I think that there's actually some kind of method to it... Like, see there, I didn't do anything different that I know of with those clicks that I did before, and it actually worked that time. Okay, yeah, so now we have a brain. And we are also extremely low on health. I hope that I end up with a formula to be able to brew a swallow potion. I don't think I have anything. I have a pear. Guess we'll just have a little snack. Oh, crap. See, that's what I'm talking about. I get so used to right-click opening the menus in Morrowind. Blizzard. Probably should have taken that. I need to find someone to sell these Barghest skulls to. I have so many of them. Obviously, I had more than the actual quest required. Eat some grapes. Well, it doesn't seem to be bringing up any more. That's odd. Did those things eat a person too? I don't remember if I saved. Come on, I need one more of you, one more brain, so I can get more money from the Reverend. Oh, there's another one. Okay, let him come to me a little bit. Oh, so that one's a lot smoother. What else are you guys dropping? Cadaverine. Alright, now I can go see the Reverend.
Speak quickly. I hear the Church of the Eternal Fire has offered a reward for drowners.
As long as you can prove you killed some.
I have their brains.
I have drowner heads. My reward?
Here. May the eternal fire illuminate your path.
So what did he give us? 100 orens, not bad. How much money do we actually have now? We have 584 orens now, that's not too bad. I wonder who I can sell these to. It says some merchants will gladly purchase it, but who? I wonder... I don't even know what kind of alchemy I could do with them either. I mean, I guess I might as well keep them, because I'm still not sure how the whole carry weight thing works in this game. It doesn't seem that they actually... like, there's a weight limit to anything, so I just assume that we can carry almost limitless amounts. Ooh, the beast. I don't think I've read this yet. So this is another quest where... Wait, this isn't the quest I thought it was. Let's just read it. First night. 95 kilograms of muscle. Height around 4.5 feet. Fangs the length of a man's thumb. To be avoided. Shares characteristics with Alzur's demon. Second night. Summons Barghest with its howling. Has the ability to disappear. Probably by assuming spectral or spiritual form. Can only be seen with the help of a potion. Third night, highly resistant to iron and signs. Walked right over 3 Yerdans without noticing. Fourth night, all features of Alzur's demon confirmed. The beast asks a question. Those who answer correctly stand a chance of slaying it. Oh, that must be the book that Abigail gave us. Hellhound. A hellhound might appear wherever dishonorable people live. They're immune to most effects, and it is a corporal creature, so knockdown or stun attempts are possible, yet rarely successful. Sensitive to steel, the fast style is most effective against hellhounds. They're able to summon Barghest, traps its victims in a circle of fire, and proceeds to tear them to pieces. That sounds lovely. Let's see, we have some other entries. The Occult of Eternal Fire, that was here, looks like I haven't read it yet. They're worshippers of the Eternal Fire, believe in undying flame as a symbol of survival and a guide through darkness. They view it as a harbinger of progress and better days to come. Clerics of the eternal fire oversee the faithful as well as their temples, where flames burn continuously. The Order of the Flaming Rose is the cult's militant arm. We've read Ilithane's prophecy before, but maybe there's something new? I don't see anything new in here. Do we have any quest updates? So that looks like it's still the same. There's some things I need to do. What about Berengar's secret? A witcher named Berengar was here in the outskirts before me. He promised to kill the beast, but then ran off, leaving nothing but a bad impression. I'd like to meet him, talk to him. Maybe he knows something about the stolen secrets. I'm sure the witcher managed to get into the city. By city, I assume they mean actually Invizima, not these little podunk towns. Actually, speaking of meeting people, we met Zoltan in the last episode, and he wanted to have a drink with me, but I was too busy trying to light these braziers of eternal fire or flame to be able to have a drink with him. And I think I'd like to change that, but I don't know where he went off to. It was in this town area. In fact, it was where we found the drowners, in that area, that we found him being beat up by some stupid town racists. And we rescued him from that. So I don't know if he's around here somewhere. I would imagine that he would have went back to where the inn is. Because it doesn't seem like there's anything else going on out here except little farms. So I suppose we shall go back to the inn and see if he is in there. Maybe even see what kinds of things we can actually buy from the barkeep.